guess what happened? Hi, peace. Guess what happens here? Guess what happens here? You get to experience a real artist telling you his real feelings, and it goes along with all the other crap that I put online. Hi, I'm Jeffery Spakes. Forgive my teeth. My I There's a couple missing. Does that matter? Hi, folks. I'm coming to you live from my studio. You're looking at a bunch of stuff that possibly you could buy, but you don't need to. It doesn't matter to my life, one way, shape, or form. What matters to my life right now is that I make contact with you psychologically, that you understand what I'm saying. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity to do exactly that. So, welcome to my studio. I know I'm creepy. There are many reasons for that. You can look at my other videos for that. And I'm kind of cool with the creepy part. I think it's kind of cool. Call me Speed. Hold on while I hit this. D. I'm a little slow. Pardon me. Oh, I didn't mean to do that online. Perhaps I did. Oh, there's the drama. All right. It is impossible for me to be a part of your life without you having any respect for me. So it's possible that you will have respect for me by looking at my other videos. Wait, they're not here? Somebody edit this shot so there's my videos. Wait, there's a whole blank space here. And what about over here? There's tons of room from my previous work. What are you doing? Sitting on your butt playing Candy Crush? Waiting for your check to come? Possible. Because when you sit on your butt playing Candy Crush, you don't get to play with me. Okay. Um, so you know who I am. I am Jeffrey Spakes, Spakes, the artist. I am so pleased and happy to have my heritage from the Adirondack Mountains, Middle Tennessee. However, I grew up as uh, um, a butterfly flying across this planet as a runaway. No mother, no father, no nada. For those of you that are not bilingual, nada means that's good. See, that's actually trilingual. That's like, which would be almost, wait, I'm not going to make fun, not even a part of the deaf community. As a matter of fact, that was the second language I learned. Oh, and without someone to speak to, how could you speak that language? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Oh, I know these are not correct, but Q, R, S. T U B W X Y Z. That's the best I can do. I've had no one to talk to in that language for the longest time. Won't you do better? I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm saying at least I try. At least I try. Yo hablar español. No muy perfecto. A ver. Eh, yo no necesito hablar letras. Yo hablar perfecto español más y menos. What I just said, for those of you that don't speak Spanish, is that I don't speak perfect Spanish, not down to the letter, but I speak it more or less. Yo hablar más y menos. Otra lenguas. Mm. Yo hablar ka, 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 ka. It's the raven. That's a roadrunner. Let's see. Hi, I'm Jeffery Spakes. Spakes. And yes, I have trouble speaking. I have a few teeth missing. I have cancer. I have a lot of things going on. My point is, at least I'm here. I'm in your face. I am present and accounted for. How about you? I'm calling you all out and saying, step up, do something better. None of this has anything to do with me. I am fine. I've always been fine. Oh my goodness. Have you all witnessed my life? But as I transition into the next phase of my life, I want to make sure that the things that I've done here matter. I want to make sure that the things and the representation that I have done here stand tall. I am a product of this desert. I am a product of Raymond Vance, of Sherry Kelly. I am a product of spirit. I am a product of the Queets. I'm a product of spirit. I'm a product of every cactus and every thorn I've ever stepped on. Let's see if I can reach it. If you come to Palm Desert, to Coachella Valley, from St. Palmas to 29 Palms, you have passed my work. I have done something that has made you go, if you pay attention at all to anything important, you've gone, perhaps you passed many things. I am Jeffrey Spakes. I matter nothing to no one except my little dog, the OG. And I hope to matter some way, shape, or form to you. I hope that some part of my life I create things that live beyond me. They're made of cement, they're made of steel, they're made of structure, they're made of stone. You have seen my work, you just don't know it's me. I have not been given a voice, I've been judged. I've been judged, condemned as whatever, and I accept that condemnation. Uh, my friends are, oh my goodness, this week I spent moments with a herd of bighorn sheep. Let me repeat. I spent moments with a herd of bighorn sheep. Not only myself, but Diogi. They were on the mountain. We saw them. We climbed the mountain barefoot, all of us. He has 4 bare feet, I had 2. And we went up and met them. My life, my history, my art can explain to you what a beautiful journey can be. I hope. I hope. But I can't guarantee. I've documented my life for as long as cell phones could document. People say, why do I have 12 cell phones? Because I do. They're full of some part of my life. They're full of some magnificent moment. They're full of something that might inspire you. It might. And those are only part of something that is so far greater than. Mm. So um, my greatest gift to you, to all of you, I don't know how to say it any other way, as um, I've enjoyed this incognito life, is that in that incognito life, in every moment of it, at every second of it, I was able to say, please, how do I get to live here? Or, please, what would you like me to do here? Or I would say something like, okay, what's up? The apparent miracles occurred. My life, my photography, my entire history will prove it to you all. Conrad, do you remember when we were going up to the mountain? You called me, and the spirit actually said to me, go. And it was all I could do to go. I was forced with leaving the ranch in San Palmas, and um, I needed a new home. I needed a place just as incredible and just as wonderful. And Conrad, this is a story that I've never told, and I want to tell it now because I can. Conrad, you called me and said, hey, The machine is broken. Can you come up and fix it? And Conrad, I hope that I remember this correctly, and you would agree, but you don't have to. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And I said, I'll be right up, just like I've always told you, I'll be right up. And I asked you, hey, do you know of a house for rent up there? And you told me, yes, I do. Now, I asked you that question because it came into my head as the way spirit, or I understand spirit to come into my head. And so I asked you that question. And you said, yes, I do. It's up at the end of the road. I came running up. I don't remember what car I was in. Was I in the Ranchero? Possibly. 73 Ranchero from Grandpa. Um, I'm not sure what vehicle I was in. However, I came and you jumped in and we booked it up Big Morongo Canyon Road. And I got to tell you, son, the reason your machine didn't work because your mom and dad kept shutting it off in the back. They kept reaching in and shutting it off. But um, even though Morongo Valley was a long ways from seeing Palmas, 100 Palms Mecca, um, I was always happy to come up, and you were my hero. You were my hero. You're just going through the most atrocious childhood I could imagine, and I was so happy to be any part of it. And yet, you were my hero. From the time that I met you carrying that cut open watermelon to your dad giving me the tire off of your own mother's station wagon, you were always a major part of my life. And we're bringing that to life right now. People are going to know about this, people are going to hear about this story, and they're going to understand. So you understand as well. So, I picked you up at the 5 acres on BMC, and I see a blank screen. And Conrad, and I call you Conrad because that is your appropriate name, and you are Conrad. You said, yeah, let's go up. And for those of you who don't understand the desert and roads and stuff out here, um, well, you're unfortunate. We are very fortunate people, and we have this incredible earth to transverse. Anyway, um, enough about the emotions about how much I love this area. I went and picked up Conrad, and he said, "Yeah, let's go up here." Nearest I can recall, Conrad, you get to come on and correct any part of this story whatsoever. So we bolted up. He said, "Yeah, let's go up here." And I'm telling you, I lived on the most gorgeous place I could imagine on earth. Oh my goodness, 600 acres of citrus, 60 acres of dates. Oh my goodness. Um, I lived in the most beautiful place I could imagine. And I posted those videos online, and you can recognize those videos because I will tell you on the videos, this is where I met Spirit. And some of you don't or won't appreciate that type of climate or that type of area. However, it was absolutely breathtaking and astounding for me. And I landed there at the age of 28. Um, so anyway, so here we are, 28, 29. I think it was 97. 97. I don't know. Time is irrelevant. And Conrad says, "Yes, my machine is broke. Please come fix it. Do you have a place? Did you know?" Yes. And so we headed up Big Morongo Canyon Road to the second house from the end, owned by Babs Kabali and her clan. This incredible cabin situ. Before I describe that, let me tell you what. I'm already spoiled. I have trees that are 75 feet over me. I have shade. I have I have citrus. I walk out and pick and I eat. And I have a lake I swim in. And oh my goodness, I already have the most magnificent life. And the sun goes down behind the mountain right there. It gives me enough shadow. And oh my goodness. Now you all call it La Quinta. But I called it Paradise. And I also called it Latin Lady Ranch. That was the ranch I was living on, Latin Lady. And so I was pretty spoiled, not knowing, but yet knowing, and demanding that I have nothing less because I know my childhood. I know what I've done. I know how good I am. I know what I deserve. So as we're going up Big Morongo Canyon, I say to Spirit, I said, "Oh, could I have big trees? Keep in mind, I'm in the desert. There are no fucking trees." And I have the nerve to say, "Oh, Spirit, please may I have big trees." And while you're at it, can I get some water? And I'd like some of this and some of that. So I ordered my perfect home. And right about then, Conrad and I on this dirt road, which is my favorite kind. I do not prefer dirt over paved anytime. Uh, Absolutely. They're way more fun. So we come around this corner and I see this batch of big trees. And in my heart, I'm going, really? Now I know what I've just been through. I've been through hell. And I ordered big trees and I ordered water. And we just came around this dirt road with all this dust and cactus and everything else. And then, boom, there's this bush. I mean, it's like an Italian woman never shaved her crotch. There's this bush of trees. And Conrad says, "Turn right here." He sure did. Now, Conrad, if any part of this does not ring true, it needs you to comment and come on and let's put the story together because you know everything I'm telling you is true. And I might get something wrong, and we don't want to do that. We don't want to get anything wrong. We want to make sure that people know this is a story of God, Spirit. So, Comrade, I know I told you this story, and I know there was a lot that went on after this whole thing. You remember this. Now, okay, I'm not going to plant that in him anymore. I just really want to hear from him, and I want that because I want to finish this story. So we come around the bend. That's a bend in the road, and he says, "Turn in here." Actually, we went to the big house, which was decrepit, and it was built in I forget what year. Up under the big. Um, oh, this is what's incredible. There's so many incredible parts of my life. So um, we go up underneath the 70-foot trees, absolutely 70-foot tall. There's a creek running through. There's this Victorian house built in the middle of this forest. Um, but it's so far back. I mean, literally, Babs Kabali. Babs, okay? And I'm allowed to say her name. Babs Kabali, Kab, and then you guys will figure out the rest. Um, she used to ride the horse down to the highway, which was 62, to pick up the mail and ride it back up. I know the story because I know the family. I know the family before the grandchildren got greedy. Babs was a friend of mine. So anyway, let me continue on. So here we have this multi-acreage site. I think it's 7, something like that. Um, Broken down Victorian, uh, but yet we passed my favorite house. But we pulled in and we saw the Victorian and Conrad, Christopher, you said this is it. I knew it was. Thank you so much, son. Thank you for everything you did in my life. I want to thank you um, so much. And for anything you may have misunderstood what I did, I think by now you probably got it, right? I'm sure you do. So I'm glad you graduated college. I'm glad you went down to, where did you go? You went to, I think, um, Orange. No, son, I don't want to pretend to know, but I do know that you went on to do great things, and I hope you continue to do that. And I hope your sister took good care of the property, not the cabin, because you know how that ended up. Oh, it's on the market, by the way. It's a historic landmark, and one of the grandkids got greedy, and well, I'm not going to say did the best job, but they jumped on board and put up some kind of orchard that can't be blah blah. They fucked everything up, and you could probably buy that house right now. I think last time I looked it was $7 million. I got to live there. Boy, did I get to live there. Did I get to enjoy that place because of Babs Kabali, because of Conrad Mountjoy, because of God. My rent for my log cabin, for the giant trees, for the water rushing through, which I'm sure is happening right now, for the water rushing through down from Big Bear. My rent every month was $50. Why? Because I gave a child a, a luxury game and clothes and food and shelter. And I got to live in paradise for $50 a month. But no, that wasn't good enough for Jeffrey. I had to go pick up another family. But that's a good story. We're going to leave it there because I'm building up to a happily ever after. Doesn't that make good sense? Love you all.